Good morning, YouTube. Good afternoon. It's my morning. I just woke up and it's 2:06 p.m. and I have to be at work at 3. Today's drink of choice is root beer. So you guys know the usual. I'm about to get ready, go to Starbucks, and go to work. But I'm feeling really springy today, even though yesterday was the first day of spring and it was freezing here. It was in the upper 40s, low 50s here in South Carolina. So it wasn't really feeling like spring, even though it was officially the first day. But today is a beautiful day. It's in the upper 60s, low 70s. And so I thought I'd make a spring look for you guys. And this one's going to be featuring blue eyeliner and bright neon pink lips. So my face is already freshly washed. I just got out of the shower. My face feels actually kind of dry. But don't be fooled, I have extremely oily skin. So we're going to start with foundation. And since it's spring, I like to go for more of a glowier look. More bronzy, not so much contour and stuff like that. So I'm going to be mixing my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, which is perfect for warmer weather because it has a 24-hour wear. You want to look for long-lasting foundations when the weather is warm outside, especially if you know that you have oily skin. So I'm going to put that in the back of my hand, and I'm going to mix that with some of my Iman Luxury Radiance Liquid Makeup in the color Clay 2. And I call this liquid gold because it is very golden kind of color. I don't know if you can see that right there on the bottom, sliding down. And it's lighter and it's more yellow toned. So I'm mixing these two together to make my perfect glowy color for spring. So I'm just taking this kind of stippling brush and just mixing them together on the back of my hand, like so. And now I'm just gonna dab this all over the face. You'll see that it's nice and yellow toned now, more yellow toned, less red. And literally I'm just going to dab this all over the face. Not really trying to blend yet, but just trying to get my face fully covered. Especially on the cheek area where I need the most coverage, on the perimeters of my face. And now I'm going to sit that brush somewhere where it won't contaminate anything else. And I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge, which is falling apart. And I'm going to start to blend this in. I'm going to get my mirror. And this just helps give you a nice, even coverage without applying too much foundation. And I've really been liking the way that this looks. I'm going for a nice medium coverage. When it's in the warmer months, I'm not really trying to look super perfect and beat every day. More just, you know, put together, even out my complexion a little more than what it naturally is. But these two together cover pretty well. Plus, I'm going to be adding powder later. And this really makes the application of my foundation a lot faster. As you can see, I'm almost already done. Whatever's left on my hand, I just rub the sponge over that and pat it on my face. And this just really gives your skin a nice, natural, more evened out look. And now I'm going to take the brush I used, and anywhere that I think needs just a little bit more coverage, just put some on my chin. I'm going to use whatever product's left over in the brush and dab that around the face, which there isn't too much left. So I'm just going to kind of work this into the neck area. and go back and blend one last time. And I really like the way that these two foundations work together. The Iman is more of like a dewy, it has glitter in the formula. It's like a really glowy foundation. And then the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte is matte. And so that's how that looks. And as you can see, that's pretty good coverage with just one layer. But it's not super covering everything, which is not what I want. I just want to be a little bit more flawless. So now we're going to move on to powdering my face. I'm going to use this Coastal Scents flat top brush and the L'Oreal Infallible powders because I'm oily and these are amazing. And I'm starting with 700 Classic Tan, which is the lighter color of the two that I have. There's 8 colors and this is the 7th. And I'm focusing this on the places I would highlight. And I'm just pressing it into the skin. Anywhere that I would highlight and where I'm most oily. I feel like in the warmer months, less is more when it comes to makeup. But if you're a blemish beauty like me, you can't really do a lot less if you still want to, you know, cover up your imperfections. But like I said, these two together have pretty good coverage. As you can see, some of the really, really dark marks are still shining through, but for the most part, this gives really, really good coverage. Alrighty, I feel pretty good about this powdering. And now I'm going to use the darkest color. So this is 700 Classic Tan, and this is the darkest color, which is 800 Cocoa. So this is number 7, this is number 8. There's a big gap in between these two. But I'm going to use the Cocoa 800 for the perimeters of my face. And as you can see, it's a little bit darker than I am. So it kind of acts as a kind of a contour in a way. And for this one, I'm going to do a little bit more sweeping than patting. Kind of a combination. And this will add a little bit more coverage to those places on my face that need a little bit more. And we're almost done with the face, and then we're going to move on to eyes and lips. And this is like a really quick, fast look that I like to do for spring. Like, not too heavy, you know, just a little something, something. And I'm going around the perimeter of my head, as you can see. I'm applying the darker powder like a contour almost, as if I'm contouring. Then we're going to go under the chin area. And we're going to take a little bit down the sides and the bottom of my nose. And last but not least, I'm going to add bronzer because, like I said, I like to be more glowy and kind of not really dewy, but just more glowy and bronzed up for warmer months. So I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Queen bronzer in 120 Ebony Bronze, and I'm just going to apply this on the cheeks like a blush. I'm going to apply it generously. To the cheeky area. to my cheekies. I'm just gonna warm up the face, add color, and give a nice glow to the skin. Like so. And whatever's left over on the brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and go over my eyelid area. With whatever's left over on this brush, just rub that into your eyelid area. And whatever's left over from there, go on the temples of your face. Like so. Now, the finishing thing for my face is I'm going to take the brush that I applied the first two powders with and just go in and just buff all over the face. Lightly in circular motions, just buff all over the face. Blend everything together. Make everything nice and married. Married, yes. Make them, the two become one. Or whatever, however many things you apply to your face, make them all become one. Just slightly buff over in circles. This brush is really soft, so it feels really good. And after that, you are done with the face. Now I'm going to fill in my brows. And something I tried recently is just using black eyeshadow to fill in my brows and a small e.l.f. precision brush. So I'm just going to fill these things in lightly. And I'm just following the hairs that are there. Going for more of a natural brow. Not trying to create a new brow shape or size, just following what's there. So I like to do the front part first and then I go back to the tail. So it looks pretty decent to me. Sorry for the awkward silences. And now we're just going to do the tail end of the brow. And I'm just gonna follow what's there. I know I ignore all the sounds that my computer and my phone are making. They're trying to update things. And the black eyeshadow I'm using is LBD from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette. Just because that was what was closest to me. And it's just a plain black eyeshadow, but any black eyeshadow will do. And I realized that eyeshadow lasts a lot longer on my brows when I use a shadow to fill them in. Alright, so now the brows are done. The skin is nice and glowy and radiant. So now we're going to go on to the eyeliner. And I like to use blue eyeliner because I have brown eyes and blue complements brown eyes. Excuse me, I was thirsty. And the blue eyeliner I'm using is this NYX retractable eyeliner in deep blue, and it is waterproof. And it looks like this, and it's a scroll up one. You just twist it up. And I'm just going to use this really close to the lash line. Let me put up my mirror to do this. I'm gonna make a line right here. I like these because it's like a crown, almost, like you're just drawing on your liner. And so you see that it just adds a little oomph to the eyes. And now we're gonna do this side. I don't really like to wear eyeshadow in the warmer months because I have oily lids, and it's just, you know, and it's hot, so then your lids start to sweat, and then it's just like the perfect conditions for creasing, which I'm not about that life. So that's why I took the leftover bronzer on my brush for when I was bronzing my face and just swept it over my eyelids just to add a little warmth to the lids. And a little, you know, glitter, a little something, something, so they won't be completely bare. And I didn't wing this out or anything. I literally just stopped right at where my eyes stopped. And I just apply it to the tops. And you can see it just looks really nice. Next, I'm going to apply my Maybelline Lash Stiletto Mascara. And the last thing is the lips, and then you're done with this super fast, simple spring look. And this is kind of the same face and eye routine that I do, and I just changed the lip color. And today, sorry, I kind of hiccup burped. That was odd. And today I want neon pink lips, really bright pink lips, and I'm going to be using a Black Radiance lipstick. But right now, I'm applying my mascara generously. It's kind of warm in my room. Okay, a little bit here, little bit of mascara up there, and then I'm going to do the bottoms. You can see that this blue really brings out my brown eyes. It really complements brown eyes. And since I don't wear a lot of shadow in the warmer months in the spring and summer, I like to do colored eyeliner on the top lash line. Or I'll do a black wing liner and a color on the bottom lash line. Colored liner on the bottom lash line. Since I'm not really into shadow like that. And just as a way to add a pop of color and accent the eyes. And it's a lot faster than doing an eyeshadow look. But I really love this mascara for the bottom lashes. The wand is like, it's not too small, but it's not too big. You can really get in there. These upper lashes on the side are like looking crazy. Okay, so I'm done with mascara. And last but not least is the lip color. And I'm going to be using this very neon pink lipstick in the color 504, which is called Purple Passion, even though it's pink. This is from Black Radiance. And I believe it was $2.99 or $1.99. But look how bright that is. Oh, that's kind of like a neon pink with like, but it's like neon iridescent pinkish purple. It kind of shines purple, but looks pink. I don't know. But that completes this look. Let me wipe off my piercings. I have a nose ring too. It's really small. Need to get another one that's a little bit bigger. And so that completes this spring look with blue eyeliner, and neon pink lips, and glowy skin. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned some tips and tricks for these warm months coming up. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, YouTube.